Hello, everybody, and welcome to Courtside at Nashua High School South in Nashua, New Hampshire, as we are at the Nashua Holiday Basketball Tournament, held over a couple of days on Friday and Saturday, December's 27 and 28, involving 5 teams total, 4 girls teams, 4 boys teams. We've got a girls championship game about to tip off here. I'm John Collins along with Tom King. We've got Milford against Alvirne this year's edition, Tom.
Yeah, it's not surprising. This is what I thought would happen. I think Milford is probably one of the top teams in Division II. They won this tournament when it returned after post-COVID in its reduced format. They won it beating North in the finals 2 years ago. Last year they lost in the first round, so they didn't make it. Alvirne, to me, is one of the best teams in Division I. They're probably below that tier of Pinkerton and Bedford, so they're down below there, but they're probably one of the best of that tier, and they'd love to advance, to try to get better as they go along. And neither team has lost a game all year. So
right.
It's been a short, start to the season. John, this is a game where I think it's going to be interesting how the styles work out. Milford is a running and pressing type team, and they beat South yesterday in the first round at their own game, and Alvirne is almost the same way. So, and both teams have some length, and I think that this could be a really interesting game, a clash of two teams, interdivision. And it should be excellent. I think if you're looking at players to watch, Avery Fuller for Milford had a great game yesterday. She had 17 points. Shay Hansen is a really good guard. And also Eliana Nassi has got a lot of length and can do a lot of things underneath in the low post. So if you're looking at Alvirne, Courtney Anderson has had a great game in the semifinals. They're missing a starter. They've had some illness go through the team, and Alexis Floyd is out. She's a junior starter, so number 23. She played yesterday. So they are, they're going to be challenged a little bit, but this should be a very, very good game. Also watch number 11 for Alvirne, Julia Adams, who isn't afraid to go down low. And she handled the ball a lot yesterday, and I expect that to be the same today. So this should be a great game. Two teams are worthy to play for this. Now, interesting enough, Mike Davidson said to me, because of the way that they are looked at in Division II this year as a team that probably should be a Final Four team. Both these teams should be Final Four teams in my mind. But Mike said, he told the team before the tournament, there's 2 trophies they want to raise. They want to raise one in December and one in March. And so this is the one in December that they're looking for.
That's a great plan.
Not bad, huh? No, exactly.
Both teams coming in riding winning streaks to begin the season. They have not lost yet, as Tom set it up. Milford Spartans in Division II and the Alvirne Broncos in Division I. The Broncos took the opening possession, and they have been deliberate about making the game's first shot I don't think I've ever seen this many passes before a first shot of a basketball game, and there it is. It's a miss on the turnaround by Avery Willard.
You know, they know that Milford wants to run, so they're going to try to curtail that as much as they can.
Well, that's one way to do it, 100 passes.
Okay.
Oh, there's a nice steal by Avery Willard, and she throws it up ahead to number 11. That's Julia Adams, I believe.
Yeah, keep track of the
Isabel Haven Tate.
Just like in football, John, keep track of the turnover battle. That's going to be the main thing here.
Courtney Anderson is out there, sophomore for Alvirne in the middle. Tallest player, I believe, on the court for the Broncos is only a sophomore.
The Spartans have turned it over twice already. Turnovers hurt them in the second half against South yesterday. They still won big, but they looked like they were going to run away and hide, and they didn't quite do that. Same with Alvirne against North. Tough to sustain it.
Rebound Milford. They're picking up the pace a little bit. There's an air ball that's retrieved by the Broncos. So Milford with a slow start offensively. Alvirne trying to double up on their 2-0 lead here in the first quarter. Is it a quarter, Tom, or is
Quarters.
it a half? Okay.
Quarters.
Yeah. Never know with the tournaments. At least after the hockey
no,
shot.
There's no, they're not doing it in the hockey.
No 22.5-minute halves in hockey.
No. 8-minute quarters, standard stuff.
Turnaround shot was blocked by Milford.
I'll tell you what's different is, and I can relay this, Hollis Brookline, they're playing in the Lowell Catholic tournament, okay? In Massachusetts, what is there that there isn't in New Hampshire?
Shot clock?
You got it. Yeah.
Would you like a shot clock?
Yeah, I would. I think it'd be good.
I think it's basketball. And banging one home for the Broncos, Avery Willard, the senior. The outside shooter gets a two-pointer. And it's a 4-0 lead for Alvirne, the Division I contender against one of the top contenders in Division II, Milford. The Spartans trying to get their first points of the game. Intense defense by Alvirne. They step in the way of that pass.
That's the third turnover for the Spartans in 4 possessions here.
Julia Adams with the steal. And at the top of the key now, the Broncos with it. Ella Hudson is number 20. And taking the big contact after the shot, Julia Adams hits the deck, but she'll go to the line.
And she might have been taking it from the three-point line. So let's see if she's getting 3. Let's watch the ref.
3 shots.
3 shots. There we go.
Correct. She was, she did launch it.
Right.
And it would have been a 4-point play had it gone in. 5 minutes even to go here in the first quarter, and calmly sinks the first of 3 free throws, does Julia Adams.
Well, Alvirne is off to a fast start here.
They sure are, 5-0. They've won 3 games to start the season. They won yesterday here in the tournament to get into the final.
And this is not this. If they win today, it won't be the first time they've come to the Belanger gym for a Christmas tournament and won it. They won the Chick-fil-A tournament, I think, 10 years ago, back in 2014 or 15. They came up way. They had a Final Four team back then too in girls, and they won it. And they won the tournament here.
Well, they look like they have a really good crew this year. And right now they're favorites to take this game. Milford needs to catch fire. There's a drive to the hoop and a basket, and that's the one that could take him to come from behind. Ileana Nasi for 2.
Yeah, Nasi is good. I told you, she's a big who can play down low. She can handle the basketball.
Determined drive to the hoop there. Absorbed the contact, got the layup, and now trying to complete the 3-point play. She does. It's a 5-3 game.
Just like that, right back in it, right?
Interesting you're talking about the elites before the game, Tom. Pinkerton, Bedford, and girls basketball. Alvirne's got Pinkerton on January 3rd, their next game after this.
Yeah, it's a cold return when you come back to start the after school, when school
Welcome
starts.
to the new year.
Right, exactly, And we will be busy that night. We will be at Bishop Girton watching Alvirne, not Alvirne, but Nashua North and BG boys.
Big night in high school basketball.
In my favorite place, the Girton stage. Already been there once already for a game.
It's an exciting place on many an occasion, volleyball and basketball. That one rims out for Lulu McGuire. So, excuse me, that actually was Courtney Anderson.
McGuire, it's interesting you say that name, and I'll say that in a second.
She's from Milford. Rebound.
McGuire was Milford's best player last year.
Wow. Driving to the hoop. That was good teamwork, but not a finish there.
Except for one problem. She only got to play in a handful of games. Why? She tore your ACL in the consolation game of this tournament at Nashua North.
That's a rough break.
Yep.
Alvirne get another bite at the apple here. Offensive rebounds.
She is on the roster, but she's not playing yet. She's not all the way back yet.
Ella Hudson feeds into the corner. Julia Adams overshoots the basket. And right there was Ileana Nasi for the retrieval. Good pass up ahead and in. That was number 2, Ileana Nasi, to number 4, Alexia Bauscha for 2 points. And now a 1-point game here. Is it? Or 6?
Yeah, 6-5.
6-5,
yep.
yeah.
And Broncos just turn it over. So they're getting a little sloppy in the backcourt.
Yep.
You don't want to do that right in front of your coach. Frank Georgina is right in front of us here.
I lost track of who's considered Nashua and who's visitor up on the scoreboard, Tom.
Alvirne is in white, John. So they're the home team.
Right.
So they'd be Nashua.
Okay, yeah. So I was thinking somebody missed a free throw, and that would give you an odd number, but they actually had a 3-point play for the Spartans. So 6-5.
Milford is in dark, and they're the visitors.
Sure.
The home team, John, is
on the scoreboard.
always on the always here, and it'll be Nashua
gotcha.
on the board. So
the Broncos have a 1-point lead at the moment. 6-5. We have an early timeout in this game. What do we know about Coach Davidson, Tom?
I know a lot about Davidson. Davidson is a former Lowell Sun sports staffer, John Collins. He might have been there. I don't think he was there when you were there.
No, he wasn't.
No.
That's news to me.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
No
How about
kidding.
that? Yep.
Oh, wow. We're going back. Yeah.
So that was a while ago.
So he worked with a bunch of guys that I work with because there was some lifers there at the Lowell Sun.
Oh, yeah, yep. No, Mike worked there. And I believe, I don't know if he's still doing it, but I believe he was teaching down at, what's the school in Townsend? North Middlesex. I believe he was teaching there, but I'm not positive.
3-point shot. Barely missed by Shea Hansen. Front rimmed it, and Alvirne rebound. Courtney Anderson's going to slow it down.
But he's been the Milford coach, and he's resurrected what was a dying program.
Ella Hudson to Haley Christian.
And one of the big moments that helped resurrect it was winning this tournament 2 years ago.
In the corner, I think that was a 3, but it's a miss, and rebound Milford. Coming up court is Alexia Bauscha. She's got a basket early here in the 6-5 game as Milford seeks to take a lead with this shot. In and out, and rebound, long rebound by Courtney Anderson. She's going to go right to the hoop with it, passes it on the wing. Good 2-on-1 by the Broncos.
That is, you get the ball down low and get it in, get the easy hoops.
Ella Hudson completing the lay-in for 2 more for the Broncos, who are up 8-5. Well, let's see if the Spartans launch from outside or they try to penetrate this Alvirne defense. That's tipped into the backcourt, so it's no over and back call against the Spartans. With it is Eliana Nasi. She has it knocked out of her hands by the Broncos.
Now, one thing that Alvirne has done a good job on, Milford has not been able to get the ball to Fuller and get her going offensively. And she had 15 points in the first half yesterday.
Avery Fuller wears number 20 for the Spartans.
She's got the ball right now.
Where'd she score those, Tom? Going to the hoop or from outside?
Mix.
Mix.
But mostly going to the hoop.
That's a push against the Broncos.
And an injury. Maybe. Nope. Guess she got up.
Nice to see both teams helping the player
Yeah,
up.
Adams went over and said, "Are you okay?" She went over to check on her right away. So everybody seems to be all right. But
That's it. That's the holiday spirit in the holiday basketball tournament.
Another turnover here. Just a good consolation game today, John.
I heard. Yeah.
Interesting game.
Comeback for South, but not all
Comeback
the way.
for South, and then they faded away. Yep.
Yeah. As so often happens, that energy you expend on the comeback. There's a would-be steal there for the Broncos, but retrieving it is Avery Fuller for the Spartans.
Yeah, turnovers have been a problem for Milford.
Open
in this
shot,
game.
in and out. Rebound, Julie Adams rips it away from some Spartans players, but got fouled.
I'll tell you what, there is one thing. In this tournament, every rebound I've seen has been contested once the kid comes down with it, you know? There are like 5 players right around him. It's
Nobody's conceding anything, huh?
No, I mean, what's inside that basketball that everybody wants, right? It's amazing.
Stuff with cash.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Spartans will walk it up the court. It is a one-score game, 8-5. Chance to tie here. They want to shoot from outside. With it, Avery Fuller. They're trying to go up by more than 3. That's what the Broncos are working with, the lead with the ball. Correction.
Yeah, this is a much...
Oh, nice steal by the Spartans. And ahead of the field. No, Avery Fuller's back there, and she almost blocked that one. Ella Hudson almost blocked it. On the drive by Shea Hansen, and call goes against the Spartans. 1:11 left. Broncos have dictated the pace of this first quarter.
Yeah, they have, pretty much. Milford is relying on the turnovers and the fast break.
Open 3 from the corner goes
and
nowhere.
Here they go. They're going to run it.
That's a tough pass, and I
that's
got it.
The thing.
I got it, Tom.
That's good, John. Better you than me.
That was an easy one. Under the table on a roll.
I told one ref yesterday, I said, you saved me. I didn't have to bend over.
Inbound play for the Broncos.
I don't know if I'd be able to get back upright.
We have Frank Wallen and Michaela Sabajo on the crew here today with us, along with our executive producer Pete Johnson on Nashua TV. You can watch Nashua TV, of course, on your cable, channel 22, or on our streaming app. Go to Google Play, Nashua Community Media, and get the app for streaming any and all games live and in archive.
I got to do that. I haven't done that yet. I got to download that app.
It's a nifty looking app. It's like, we have advanced graphics at Nashua TV on the screen. And
all the
online.
toys that Pete Johnson's got now? I mean, come on.
Julie Adams' first free throw misses. We got a big kick out of that snowman with the hockey stick yesterday, right out of Rudolph.
Yeah, you really love that. I know it.
Yeah, you could do a lot with that. You could, like I said, you could make a Tom King character there, and Cameron notebook.
And I'll be back at Conway Arena tonight after these next 2 games.
That free throw rattles home. It's a 4-point lead. Julie Adams will get a rest. And into the game for the Broncos is Ashlyn Fain, number 32. Up court, Alexa Bauscha drops it. Thinking about the shot, Claire Cody throws it into the corner for Shea Hansen. Off a pick, misses left. Rebound. Nice job in traffic by Ella Hudson.
Now, Bauscha's an interesting story. She transferred in from Wilton Lindenborough, Division 4, and she averaged about 14 last year for Wilton.
Long shot. There's a 2-pointer.
And
swish. Broncos, Taylor Small.
Great way to stay with it, and Small hits that shot, John, and that's big because what that does is that gives Milford, or Alvirne rather, an 11-5 lead.
That's Taylor Small, and that's big. It's no pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended there. No, that's a big hoop for them.
It is a big hoop. She got her miss back. She tried a 3, and then she got the rebound and moved in, and 2 points. So
Alvirne,
biggest lead of the game.
Alvirne closes the quarter on a 5-0 run.
Yeah.
They started the quarter on a 5-0 run as well, right? They've started and finished with those two runs.
That's a great way to start if you're the Broncos.
Yep.
Doubling up the score of your opponent as we played the first quarter of the 2024-25 holiday basketball season tournament with boys game on tap next.
First game of the girls championship in the consolation today. The girls of Nashua North beat South 53-40, and it was a game that was much closer than that in the second half. It was 25-6 at halftime.
Oh, so North only really pulled away at the end.
Yeah, they pulled away
13.
at the end. Yeah, exactly. Actually, they had to pull away twice. South got it to 3, then North pulled away and got a 10-point lead, and South cut it to 3 again. So South got their game going with the running and pressing, but North hit their shots, John. They hit a lot of threes from the corner.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yep, and that really helped them out in that game. And here, Right before this one, Sauhegan boys take third place in the tournament. They won the consolation game against Milford 42-15.
Milford girls back on the court getting ready for the second quarter. Our Maggie Pelletier, Eliana Nasi, Claire Cody, Alexa Bauscha, and Avery Fuller are the starting five in there for the second quarter for Milford. Nice steal by Ashlyn Fain just into the game. End of the first quarter, made her presence felt, but stealing it right back. The Spartans' Alexia Bauscha has it. Some heavy contact there, and the officials just can't let it go. Shoulder-to-shoulder contact. And
yeah, offense, and Davidson's not happy. He didn't like the call.
I kind of agree with him. The defensive player had to move a lot.
That's what he said. He had his arms wide open.
Yeah.
He wants an explanation, and he's talking to the ref about it now.
Yeah, because, I mean, Alexia Bauscha seemed to have a clear sideline to run to, and all of a sudden there was a shoulder in her way.
Alvirne's coached by Frank Georginas. Georginas has taught and coached in the Hudson system for a while. And then he left to go, not his teaching job, but he took over the boys' job at Campbell. And then a few years ago when the Alvirne girls' job opened up, that was his bread and butter. He was the middle school girls coach before, so he wanted to coach a lot of the kids that he had coached before. And so he left Campbell. And
he's extremely frustrated about something right now, Tom.
Yep.
No need for that, he's saying to somebody.
Didn't see if there was some contact somewhere. Wasn't watching.
Yeah, it was. I think it was with one of his players he was frustrated with there for a moment, and makes a substitution. So
now Frankel, you know, he's a good coach. He'll coach them hard. There's
and
no
I just
doubt
found
about
out
it.
he's vocal.
He's vocal. He's a fun guy. You know, he makes it fun for the kids, but he definitely wants them to learn basketball, and he does a good job of it.
Will she take the shot? She'll drive to the hoop. Nope. Drawing the double team when she gets the ball, does Avery Fuller.
Alvirne's defense has done a good job of clogging the middle. Did you notice that, John? They could not drive to the lane. Couldn't do anything.
Yeah, Milford was looking, and there was no way.
No one opened the whole bit. That's a great defensive job to start the second quarter by the Broncos.
So we're still looking for the second quarter's first points by either team. 11-5 was our score after one.
But what Alvirne's got Milford doing is trying to fight that uphill climb, right? They're trying
in and out.
Got to climb. Every possession is magnified now for the Spartans, even though we're early in the game.
Yeah, no fast break points, really.
Nope.
And the Spartans bringing it up the court. Haven't scored in a while. Bounce pass hits traffic. It's a kick ball, so Milford retains possession.
They are intent on getting the ball down low.
Yep. Yeah, I guess they have no illusions about being a three-point shooting team.
Doesn't look it right now, does it?
No. And that one squirts out of bounds off of the Broncos.
It's been a tough possession from Milford. Good defense by Alvirne. Boy, Milford's trying everything.
It's like watching a goal line defense in football.
Exactly.
Get that 1 yard just to get a shot away.
Here's the outside shot by Nashua.
And it goes in.
Yep.
Smooth-looking shot by Eliana Nasi.
Yeah, I said she can do it from both ends of the court, you know, from the outside and the inside. She's got that ability.
Up top in the corner, we saw Taylor Small hit a shot earlier. But
turnovers hurt Alvirne yesterday. They hurt both teams in the second half once they got out to their big leads. Alvirne ended up beating North by 12. Milford beat South by 14.
A couple minutes into the second quarter here, we've only had one basket. The defense on both ends is pretty intense.
Huh? Exactly.
As you can see right there with Taylor Small on Avery Fuller.
But here's the thing. You're getting, approaching 3 minutes into this quarter. That would be 11 minutes of basketball, and Milford only has 7 points. That's not what they want.
There's a runner high off the glass. Really had no chance. Out of bounds off of the Broncos. Milford keeps it. Some lengthy possessions here by the Spartans with nothing to show for it. And here's another one. They're trying to get that ball up and in. No easy task against this Broncos defense. This is is Avery Fuller. She'll take the shot, and no, in and out. Long rebound, the Spartans get it. Shea Hansen. There's a shot from the left diagonal, no good by Claire Cody, and out of bounds this time off of Milford. So with 5:16 left to go in the half, waiting for somebody to catch a little fire offensively.
Yeah, no kidding, I know it.
There's a pass underneath and a foul. No, I called the foul, but nobody else did.
No, that was a clean block. Good recovery by the Spartans defensively on what looked like a very good fast break by the Broncos.
And again, not able to complete it offensively against this hustle and tenacious defense.
Defensive struggle, boy, I'll tell you.
Inside. Turnaround, high off the glass, no good. Rebound, Tom. This quarter could set a holiday tournament record for lowest scoring ever, the way we're going here. Alvirne with it. There's a long shot. That's off to the left. And the rebound out of bounds off of the Broncos. So I think that might have been a three-point try there by Ella Hudson from the top of the key area.
Not pretty.
No.
Not very pretty at all.
It was 11-5 at the end of one. It's 11-7.
And there's a steal. Look at that.
There's a steal. This could be a lay-in.
That'd be a lay-in. There you go, John.
Courtney Anderson.
There's your points halfway through the quarter.
2-2 is the quarter right now. It's 13-7, a 6-point lead maintained by the Broncos. On the basket by Courtney Anderson. Got ahead of the field that time. Good running shot and in. That was a great play by Eliana Nassi.
Yeah, Nassi's a good two-way player that way in terms of her ability to shoot from the outside and inside, as I said. But Milford needs to get the other players involved.
Courtney passes to Julia Adams.
See what Alvirne can do.
Taylor Small up top. And that was a tip pass in the middle, and the Milford steals. Up ahead. Shea Hansen blocked.
Oh, look at that.
A clean block by Ella Hudson. Long pass, Julia Adams, and no! The putback is good. Courtney Anderson.
A 4-point swing right there. It looked like Milford would close it to 2, and now all of a sudden it's back to 6.
A blocked shot and a fast break lay-in. A 4-point swing, as Tom King said, gives the biggest lead back. 6 points for the Broncos.
There's Fuller. We hadn't talked about her at all. And, there she is. I think that's one of the first shots she's taken.
Taylor Small got
timeout. Alvirne is calling this one.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. So Frank Georginas, head coach of the Broncos, wants to talk some strategy with 3:09 remaining in the first half.
John, you missed your opportunity. I mean, Pete was eating popcorn right next to you. You didn't get any? I mean, come on.
I'm a professional. I can't eat during the broadcast.
You kidding me? How many times have I caught you eating during a Silver Knights game?
It's difficult,
and
man.
I could hear it from my booth, and I'm not even near you.
Just a morsel. I mean, those games are 4 hours long, Tom.
They're not 4 hours long.
I'm exaggerating.
Do I ever eat
2.5.
Do I ever eat during a game?
I assume you're munching away over there.
I never eat during a game.
I can't see you. I don't know what you're doing over there.
I take it and I bring it back home where it belongs.
Oh, yeah. You're like a squirrel. You're just taking all that stuff
You got
home.
it. You kidding me? I had a whole box full of it.
Tom has sacrificed. He's taking one for the Nashua ETV team today, though. He's missing out on that free meal.
Yeah, the Foxborough. Yes, exactly. Well, they flexed the game.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They flexed it. And I'm worried about next Sunday, too, in terms of hopefully they don't make it a 4 o'clock game. They probably won't now because the Patriots didn't look good today. So probably keep it at 1 with the Bills. Nobody's going to want to watch it because Buffalo won't play anybody in that game, and it's just going to be one of those days.
Pass underneath, thinking about the no-look behind the back.
A little too fancy to cost her.
And so Milford steals. Spartans in desperate need of making a shot. No, not that time.
But I'll tell you what Alvirne is doing, John. What do they do every time? Milford is trying to they're trying to come down with the fast break layup, and Alvirne is cutting that off defensively.
Yeah, they're getting back.
Yep.
Taylor Small shot from the right, no good, and ripping down the rebound, the turnaround jumper by Courtney Anderson.
I'll tell you what, the points are tough to come by in this game because there's nobody who can really nail it from the outside, Nassi, I think, hit one shot from the outside from Milford. Alvirne needs a shooter. They need somebody to pump it in from the outside. And it's totally the opposite of what I saw Nashua North do today against South. They had, even during the South frantic comeback, North was able to keep them at bay with the corner threes. You don't see anybody taking threes from the corner in this game.
Yeah. It's not the forte of anybody on the court, apparently, because they've not been trying that.
Not at all.
At the free throw line, Courtney Anderson trying to make her second free throw here.
And as good defensively as this game has been, in a lot of contact.
Missed them both.
There's only a combined 3 fouls in this game, and now there's just a fourth.
Yeah. On Julia Adams.
Yeah, an offensive foul or a loose ball foul and a rebound. So
back into the game for the Spartans comes Ileana Nasi. Broncos going with Courtney Anderson, Ella Hudson, Taylor Small, Julia Adams. And number 14, Haley Christman.
Fuller is out of the game.
Yep.
Comes in.
Pass is deflected straight up in the air and batted out of bounds. Foul off a Milford player, they say. So the Broncos steal. 2:11 left to go in the first half. See where the Broncos go with this. Dribbling it slowly up court is Ella Hansen. She passes it to Haley Christman. A cross-court pass. Finds Courtney Anderson and back to Hudson. Hudson and Anderson playing catch. Into the corner, Taylor Small faked the baseline pass. Another cross-court pass. Alvirne everybody's getting a touch here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, while you want to win this holiday tournament, you do want to work on things too. These games don't count in any standings. So, you know, they're swinging the ball around. That's great. The one thing the Broncos didn't do there was make the shot, and then they react to the rebound and foul, and that's not good.
That foul was against Taylor Small for a push. Trying to retrieve the loose ball rebound of the missed shot. 15-9. So it was 11-5, 15-9. It's 4-4 here in the second quarter. There's a bank shot, misses, and Milford gets the rebound. Another attempt, also by Shea Hansen. That does not find the hoop. 1:17 to go. Oh, 6 minutes.
Yeah, really. I've touched the ball about 5 times already.
Yeah. And so, as we work our way down to the 1 minute mark, Julia Adams.
Nice pass.
Yeah.
But again, the Broncos just having trouble getting the ball in the basket.
And a throwaway off the fingertips.
But again, you are now working on 15 minutes of basketball, and the Spartans are not in double figures. They only have 9 points. Yeah. Yesterday, by this time, they only had probably about 30.
It's that Division I defense they're up against. And a nice floater.
There you go. Nasi
Ileana Nasi.
She is saving them. I'm telling you that right now. She is moving well without the ball, and she made a great play there.
Yeah, she'll be a factor in the second half for sure. She's to the free throw line now, trying to make a 3-point play out of this and make it a 1-score game again.
Yep.
And she does. Nice form on the free throw. 15-12. Broncos lead by 3.
Now, does Milford press here or not? Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of a half press. Not full court.
And Alvirne
does not work. Almost worked.
Almost worked.
Good job by the Broncos. And that's when you press, someone is always open. Yep. And there was the pass. And Adams
That's the downside of the semi-full court press.
Adams is right there with the easy layup.
And I believe that was Courtney Anderson on the lay-in.
It was 11.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
I thought it was 10.
Nope.
Oh, hitting the deck is Julia Adams. She's helped up.
Five-point game. Alvirne, a 3 here could make it an 8-point game and maybe take that into the locker room. Milford's going to try to do everything they can to try to strip it and get some points before the half. If I'm the Broncos, I hold for the last shot. You get a 5-point lead in a game that's, 5-point lead in this game is like 10 because of the way they're not scoring.
I don't think they were doing that, Tom. That pass right there was intended,
it was intended to get the ball down low to the baseline.
Right to the basket, yeah.
Yep, yeah, they're not doing a high-low.
Yeah, they'll be doing it inadvertently here because it's
that's a bad pass.
Yeah. So for almost 10 seconds, the Milford have a chance to get the last shot. I'm sensing a heave by Ileana Nasi here at the last second if she gets the ball.
9.6 seconds left. You don't have to heave it. You can get off a decent shot. All she's got to do is drive the lane.
Against this defense, though?
She can drive. She could have driven there.
Somebody's going to heave it. No!
Told you.
And almost. Is that a foul?
I don't see the arm raised, so no, it is not.
We're going to halftime.
So we will go into halftime, 17-12 in favor of the Broncos.
So it was a 7-6 quarter, actually. I think Milford outscored Alvirne.
It's down 11-5 after one, right?
17-12. We go to half.
But still, if you were to tell that Mike Davidson at halftime he'd have 12 points, he'd cringe.
Yeah.
So that's not exactly what they're looking for.
We're at halftime of the girls' final of the 2024 Nashua Holiday Basketball Tournament. John Collins with Tom King will be back with you for the second half, the conclusion of the girls' championship, right after this on Nashua ETV. Welcome back to courtside at Nashua High School South. We are getting set for the second half of the 2024 Girls Championship game in the Holiday Tournament final. It is Milford against Alvirne. Alvirne has the advantage through 2 quarters, 17-12. It was a rough second quarter. Really,
boy,
for both
was it
teams.
ever? Yeah, I know it exactly.
After an 11-5 start, it was
all it's going to take for Alvirne is a couple of outside, for either team actually, to change this game is a couple outside shots. I mean, I don't believe we have one 3-pointer in this game or any. I haven't checked the book, so.
We had a 3-point play, but it wasn't a 3-point
not a 3-point shot. Here's one right here, and no.
Great look, left wide open was Taylor Small, but not able to go, and then the putback, offensive rebound in a basket for Courtney Anderson. So that's about the quickest basket we've seen in all 3 quarters so far.
Right place, right time for Anderson. Good positioning.
Retrieving that poke check.
But see, that's what happens when you don't score, John. All of a sudden, every basket for the other team is magnified, and now it's a 7-point game.
Alexia Bauscha being bothered a lot by Courtney Anderson, and we have
5-second rule.
Yeah.
Good defense, boy. Tell you what, you talk to Frank Georginas after this game. If it kind of stays this way, he'll talk about his defense and how it worked.
Yeah. Alvirne walking the ball up the court in the person of Ella Hudson. Working to her left. Haley Harrington, whistle away from the ball. Something happened. I'm not sure.
It must have been a push. It was called from the ref over on the side, so it must have been a push over by that side.
19-12. Alvirne's up 7. Milford looking to get on the board here in the second half. Nice weaving drive to the basket, but left it short. Avery Fuller.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you count the steps? They look like she stopped her dribble and got a lot of steps on that. Yeah,
in traffic, Julia Adams, we have a jump ball.
I think it's going to go Milford's way.
And the arrow does go to Milford. So
you can see it right from here with
turnover.
the red arrow. Now they have to change it. Now they do.
Taylor Small on Alexia Bauscha in the corner. Baseline, nice move to get free, but left the floater short. And Alvirne ripping down the rebound.
And there's
Julie
a jump,
Adams.
and now Alvirne will get it. So that's what they just called a jump ball. It'll be the Broncos' ball.
Yep. I think we.
Boy, there is a lid on that basket when it comes to Milford. Boy, 12 points is not their game.
Got to be frustrating.
Much better game.
Yeah.
Steve Lane's getting a kick out of this.
They put up 50 and 60 in. Was that a comment about the low scoring? Is that what that was?
I think it was a comment about me with the wire and the headset all the way.
Oh. You're like the astronaut going for a long spacewalk.
I know. I know it.
Will Alvirne shoot a 3 in this half? Who knows? They did try one. Taylor Small missed from there. Julia Adams kicks it back out. This is an open 3. That looked good out of the hand of Ella Hudson, but it didn't fall.
Not falling, boy, I'll tell you.
Alexia Bauscha drives, gets fouled. Foul called against number 14 of the Broncos, Haley Christman, on the drive by Alexia Bauscha, who will be at the line to shoot a pair. Deep knee bend, nothing but net. 6-point game. Checking in for the Broncos is Avery Willard, number 15. Milford gets a rebound of the missed free throw and a chance to.
They hit a 3. They can cut it to 3.
That's it. Kick it outside.
Nassie gave up a shot.
Yeah.
Should have gone all the way in.
And
Bauscha will do it.
That's a wild-looking throw at the basket.
Right. Now, Nassie had a clear lane, and she passed it up.
Yeah, that's just not confident in her shot right now because
she's
had
the one
the shot.
Scored for her, yeah.
Right.
Traveling.
Travel against the Broncos.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a sign that you're not feeling very confident of that.
They're just out of sync offensively. Yep.
When you pass up a shot like that.
Yep.
And you basically just have to keep shooting until you get hot, right? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, basically.
If you're expected to score for your team.
Yeah, I'm still shooting, John.
There's a shot from distance, and that didn't go. Batted around, rebound Broncos. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Nice feed underneath.
There you go. That's the way to get your offense going, is work the basketball around, and they do that. They go right underneath.
Ella Hudson on the assist. Courtney Anderson with the basket, and that one rattles in and out.
Again, the lid is on.
Yeah.
Bauscha,
Good
though,
job by
stuck with it.
Bauscha.
Yep.
Spartans certainly needed that basket.
Stuck with it. Now, they said 21, 15. Okay. I thought it was 21-12 at one point, wasn't it?
I think they had one free throw.
Yep. Foul, maybe. Oh, defensively, turnover.
Yep.
Now, what happened there was Adams dribbled himself into a corner. And the Spartans converged, 3 of them.
So, Milford ball to inbound, down by 6.
I mean, I always say, John, if your offense is struggling, use your defense and turn it into offense and get some easy hoops, and that's what Milford's going to try to do. Nassie gets caught traveling. Yep.
Yeah. It was too good of a fake that she was going to shoot it.
No kidding.
Took a step.
Yep.
And then 2 more. Liana Nassie called for travel. So it's Bronco ball. Julia Adams will inbound it. We're in the third quarter. We wouldn't really know that by the score, but
I'll tell you what. I'm surprised Milford just isn't blanketing the court with a full court press.
yeah, because the ball handling's been suspect.
Yeah,
you get more
exactly.
turnovers,
Yep.
right? There's a shot. Good ball movement by Alvirne, but not able to complete on the offensive end.
Yeah, you had Hanson open on the wing. Passed it up. Nassie's going to drive it.
Avery Fuller, the feed to Massey. She can't believe she missed that one.
She is just cold from the inside there.
Taylor Small with an open look. She got clobbered after the shot accidentally as the players help each other up. Foul called against Avery Fuller as she knocked Taylor Small down, and Taylor at the line. Yeah, it seemed like the reaction from Ileana Nasi when she missed that lay-in was like what you said. There was a lid over the basket. They can't figure it out right now.
And she's out of the game.
Yeah, the team that has put up 50 and 60 points in their regular season games to begin the season. They know how to score.
This is an offensive struggle. I mean, look, Alvirne's not lighting it up either, but let's see what Adams does right here. Nope.
Julia Adams. Somehow, Haley Crispin found the ball in that traffic. Helter-skelter right now. Throw underneath, batted away, Milford steal.
Yeah, you can stand there all you want looking for the ball, but there's 3 jerseys around you to know you're open, and Bausch is going to go right in for that layup. That's a transition layup right there. That's what Milford needs to do. They use their defense and then get out on the break.
Ella Hudson spotting Bausch at baseline, cutting, and well done by the Spartans on that time. Actually, excuse me, that was 20-4 the other way. Avery Fuller on the assist to Bausch. So the Broncos' Courtney Anderson will take a rest, and into the game Ashley Fain for the Broncos. Julia Adams trying to go baseline and gets the ball up top to Ella Hudson.
Now Milford's in a zone.
Ella's going to take the 3.
And they're daring Alvirne to shoot it, is what they're doing with that zone defense. And Bausch is going to get tied up. She couldn't control it, but it'll be Milford's ball.
We had no jump balls in the first half, and in the third quarter, I think we had 3.
It's one of those games. It's a 5-point game. It feels like 10.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Hanson, nice dribble right there. Puts it up, no.
And that's it.
Weak side rebound.
Yeah, I believe that was number 5.
It
Claire
was.
Cody.
Cody with a big rebound, and now we got a 3-point game. Alvirne looked to run away and hide, couldn't quite do it. Now the Spartans are all the way back. Almost.
Yeah, you know, to go with the missed shots, every basket, every point seems to be a time commitment. Like every basket takes about 30 seconds.
Milford's going fast.
There's another example. Like 20 seconds came off the clock, no points. And there's another, is that a foul?
They called a foul.
Huh, could have been a jump ball, but it's a foul on the wrist against the Broncos. So
they also could have called a travel.
Hey, Milford's getting excited here, Tom. They got a chance to come back and tie this thing.
Nashua is getting set to come back in.
Yeah. This is uncomfortably close if you're the Broncos, and now drawing the foul as she drives to the basket was Bausch.
And she'll go to the line. Bausch is not shy about going to the hoop.
Has a chance to cut the score to 1. Spartans trailing 22-19 with Alexia Bausch at the line, and she hits the first one.
Free throws in a game that's so low scoring like this are just critical. Alvirne needs they've got to get some players rested. Adams looked really gassed the last time down.
And we have a timeout on cue.
Yep, 1:55. Call a timeout. That's a rest timeout. That's to get the team, give them a breather before the end of the quarter so that they don't lose valuable points.
I'm peering into the huddle over here for Alvirne right now, Tom. And
well, Frank, you can probably
Frank
hear him.
Georges.
I have the headset. Well, we have our headsets on, so we can't really hear a lot. But
yeah, I can't hear over you. But that's fine.
No, that's for sure.
You're paid to talk anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's an 18-game season plus these holiday tournaments. It's pretty healthy schedule for both of these teams that ends at the end of February.
What the coaches have not been happy about this year, and there's always something the coaches are never happy about, but what the gripe this year was, it was a fast preseason. I mean, they started practice on the 1st, and they started playing on the 13th. That's pretty. There was one weekend of scrimmages.
Hey, everybody. Hello. How you doing? Get out there. Get out on the court.
One weekend of scrimmages, and then out there.
Oh.
That was it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Alexa Bausch with a long time between each free throw makes them both. It's
and we got a one-point game.
Yeah.
Yes.
22-21.
We got a game here, folks.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was going to be like this after one quarter.
Broncos had an 8-point lead in the quarter, and now all of a sudden Milford has cut it to 1. And how they do it, defense. Transition game and defense.
Drawing a triple team before she dished it to Ella Hudson.
And there's that defense I was talking about.
Courtney Anderson hands it to Taylor Small up top.
See, the way to do it's still a zone. They're daring Alvirne to shoot it.
Bounce inside, driving Ella Fain off the glass
Got
and
it.
in. That was actually
number 32.
Ashlyn
right?
Fain.
Yeah,
excuse
Ashlyn
me.
Fain right there.
Yeah.
That's their biggest basket of the half.
Yeah, that was a nice job going
Kinda
right up.
Quells the wide open. Ooh, Fuller passed up an open jumper.
3-point attempt from the left, no good. Taylor Small with the long rebound.
Fuller opened the top of the key and passed it up.
Yeah.
That's a strange choice there. And that's a bad turnover there.
Alvirne fumbles away a chance to go up by 2 scores.
There's no style points in this game, John Collins. That's for sure.
It's like Thursday Night Football right now.
Oh boy, does it ever.
55 seconds left. The shot from the corner is good. Oh, that's about the longest shot we've seen in a while.
Was that a 3? No, it was only a 2. So it's still a 1-point game.
She must have had a toe on the line.
Must have.
That was close. Ileana Nasi with the swisheroo to make it a 1-point game with 34 seconds left. In the third quarter,
There's the shot.
For 3 is over the basket. And right there was Ileana Nasi.
Wow, Milford could take the lead going into the quarter.
Wow. Driving Bauscha's got a
And
great chance to do it. 25-24. Milford's got their first lead of this game. The 2024 Holiday Basketball Final, Girls Finals.
Still 5 seconds left, plenty of time to shoot. Got to put it up now.
That's going to count if it goes, and it misses.
And what a quarter for the Spartans defensively that turned their offense and ignited them. 25-24 lead. They were down 22-13, I believe.
And Coach Georginas is emphasizing his
not
points.
happy. Yep.
Yeah, as the Division I hopeful here in the tournament is down by a point now to the Division II team, Milford, coming back to lead here after 3 quarters of play. So
that was Bausch on that go-ahead hoop.
Yeah, I think we were due for a nail-biter, Tom. We've done some blowouts.
Oh, there have been blowouts all through this tournament.
In football and hockey.
Yep. There's Georginas right now talking, and he is emphasizing take care of the basketball, but also play some defense. They've got to get back.
Right. So the Broncos, who have not yet lost this season, same for Milford. They haven't lost coming into the tournament.
Nope.
And it's anybody's basketball game here in the final 8 minutes. Up on the scoreboard at Nashua High School, hosting this holiday tournament. It's Nashua boys North-South coming up in the boys final next on Nashua ETV. Glad you could be with us on the Saturday before New Year's. Early in the winter sports season. Here comes the Broncos trying to score first and get the lead back.
Early in the winter sports season, and it's 11 games for me in 3 days. Are
you going to make it?
I'll make it.
Alvirne whipping the ball around. Nobody seems to want to shoot it. Baseline, running out of room.
But they have used the baseline a lot, but they don't have much to show for it.
Up top it goes. Ella Hudson. Barely saved by Taylor Small at the sideline. Ella Hudson bounced pass into traffic, stolen by Milford. Stolen back by the Broncos. Taylor Small with the steal. The floater, in and out. Getting her own miss back was Ella Hudson. Scramble on the floor.
Another jump ball. And I'm not where I can see the arrow, so.
Arrow Milford.
Yep.
Turnover by the Broncos.
I'm back at the table.
Wow. So Milford has a chance to open up an actual bigger lead here. Up by 1 with the ball. Turning around in traffic. Handing it off was Avery Fuller to Claire Cody. The shot from the corner, no good. Taylor Small got it in the land of the Giants,
Yeah,
but she lost it out of bounds.
Nassie got the ball and just heaved it up. You know, she did it quickly, and I think that hurt her form a little bit. Threw up an air ball, and then that bad turnover.
It was knocked out of the hands of Taylor Small. She did not lose it out of bounds. It was off of Milford, so Broncos have possession and a chance to retake the lead. Points have been very difficult to come by for both teams, especially Alvirne in that third quarter, as Tom pointed out. A great quarter defensively for the Spartans, and a frustrating one for the Broncos.
They held them to 7 points in that quarter.
Yeah, they just don't seem to have a go-to scorer on the floor.
No, exactly.
And maybe this is the shot. No.
Nope. Wow.
No contact with the rim there for Courtney Anderson. Belanger from the corner for three.
She has had a great game.
That is a three-pointer. That is our first three-pointer of the night. Feels like night.
It does.
Inside.
So we were saying yesterday when everybody left here after the final game, it felt like midnight. It was only 5:30.
4-point lead for the Spartans, their biggest one of the game. Alvirne nearly loses it. Fight for the ball. Diving and getting it.
Belanger again is right down there, and she got it.
Oh, and the Spartans hit a pinnacle of this game, a three-point play. Belanger at the line. What a great heroic dive by Ella Hudson.
All of a sudden, look at this play. There it is. Look at the play now. Just on the floor, Fuller right ahead to Belanger, who just lays it in.
Timeout, Alvirne. It is not good now for the Broncos.
It is not. Boy, I'll tell you, 30-24, Milford with that hustle.
The consolation is 6 minutes on the clock. Still a lot of basketball left to be played.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, Alvirne is down 30-24.
Yeah.
They've gone scoreless for a while.
Their point totals have gone down by the quarter. I think they had 11 in the first.
Now think about it. You had 11 in the first.
5 in the second.
11 in the first, and then over the next 16 minutes, you've only got, 13 points.
Yeah, that's it.
And then we were saying that about Milford. All of a sudden, Milford has come alive. 30 points, 30-24. This game may not get out of the 30s. And Belanger, with the foul, has a chance for the traditional three-point play here to put him up by 7.
In and out. Rebound by Courtney Anderson. Here comes Ella Hudson. I thought about splitting the defense. Taylor Small faked the pass underneath. Ella Hudson with it. Looking to her left. Double team, gives it up. Courtney Anderson, long diagonal, just gets to Taylor Small. Her shot at baseline is swatted away, and she got fouled. I believe, no?
Yeah, she got fouled.
Okay,
they called a foul. I don't think she got fouled. I think that they called it on that swat, but it didn't touch her.
Yeah.
I think they just figured that she got fouled.
Taylor's at the line for some key free throws here.
And Alvirne's finally got off the schneid here, and they got some points.
Another free throw for Taylor to make it a 4-point game. She makes them both. Milford inbounding, trying to push the pace a little bit. And Alvirne's back on D. Switching off, and a nice block. That was Ella Hudson with the block, and it went out of bounds off of who? It went off of Milford.
That was a swat.
A leather souffle, as
Jason Roby will say. Yeah, exactly.
Serving it up. But I don't think she even left her feet to make that block, did Ella Hudson. Bronco ball, chance to make it a one-score game. Surprisingly, alarmingly, D1 entry in this final contest finds themselves down by 4 late. Faking a pass underneath, and that one is a over and back.
The defense at Milford, it might have been tipped. It was. No, they say no. I thought it might have been tipped, but I guess not.
Right.
Milford doing a good job of cutting off the baseline. They are not allowing the dribble penetration.
Milford inbounds it. Trying to add to their lead. See if we got
travel.
Travel.
Yep.
Wow.
Nasty with the travel.
A little too excited to be up by 4 and travel, turnover. Bronco ball. Julia Adams able to find Ella Hudson bringing it up the court. Lances to her right at Taylor Small, goes base to the slot, and nice job going to the basket.
Just when I say they weren't able to do it, Hudson pulls it off.
That was a rare drive to the basket for Alvirne.
And it's a 2-point game.
Loose ball, Milford gets it back after the miss off the side of the backboard.
That's a big basket.
Huge basket
for
Shea Hansen.
Yeah, that's the biggest one right there.
I think they called it a 3.
They called it a 3, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow. It was sort of a look what I found loose ball, and then she just made the most of it.
Well, you open shot. She didn't dribble. She did a good job. Put it right up.
Up 5 are the
big
Spartans.
hoops.
Oh, off the shin of Julia Adams, and the rebound went right back to Taylor Small. Julia Adams draws the foul in the act of shooting. Broncos' inability to score from the second quarter on has come back to bite them in a big way here, trailing by 5.
Sure has.
Julia Adams at the line. She could make it a 1-score game again. I say 1 score, that's 3 points, something that Alvirne's not been able to do, to shoot 3-pointers. They all belong to Milford, is that right, Tom? All the 3-pointers belong to the Spartans.
Yep. So if you're not hitting from the outside, you either got to go inside or you got to go to the line and make your free throws. And they're 1 out of 2. That's not going to get it done.
Getting that key rebound for Milford was Avery Fuller, but she
turnover.
loses it in the backcourt.
Got to make
Taylor Small for 3. This could
That was good.
No, this could make it a 1-point
looked
game.
good. Had a rotation, but no.
Milford with it, up 4.
Would have cut it to 1. 3:54. Clock is a factor, and now Mike Davidson wants to chat
Milford
and talk
timeout.
about the strategy that his team needs over the last 3:54 or 3:50 right now.
Alvirne needing to make a shot. Milford has made some big shots here in this 4th quarter to give them the lead, 33-29. As we look in on the Milford huddle, Mike Davidson, the head coach, assisted by Joe Bibbo and Dennis Clare.
Yeah, they usually all stand when he has time. Everybody's standing right now. Nobody wants to sit down because they don't want to get stiffened up for the last 3:50. They're all standing for a quick timeout, talk, and go over what you got to do.
That's the George Foreman method, right? Didn't he never sat down in the corner in his boxing matches.
Really?
I think.
I didn't know that.
He refused to sit in the stool.
Well, let's hope we don't have to watch any more George Foreman match or Mike Tyson match.
Oh, Mike Tyson.
Good
matches,
Lord, either one of them, please.
Oh, man.
Let's stop with the senior boxing.
I don't know if we offered you $50 million, Tom. You know.
Yeah, I'll go in the ring.
That quickly, huh? He's sold. Through the legs, Milford turnover. That's a break for Alvirne.
I'll go around. I'll see. I'll just say, swing and pretend to hit me, and I'll go down. And I'll go down and just TKO, and I'll be done in a round. Collect my check.
And if they want to strip your boxing license, you're fine with that.
That's fine. That's a one-time deal. Just give me the check as long as the check comes.
In the corner, Taylor Small. Milford playing tight D now. They know they can sense it. They're up by 4.
Alvirne trying to rotate. They've got an opening in a 3, but coming right over for defense.
Risky pass underneath, and Alvirne gets it back. Taylor Small playing catch with Haley Chrisman, and a foul.
Tough foul right there by Fuller, I think.
Non-shooting foul.
Yep. Non-shooting. Yeah, non-shooting. So check the foul totals. That's the one thing that is not going to help Alvirne. They only have 1 foul in this quarter. So if they want a foul to put Milford at the line.
Anderson gets
bad shot.
Foul as she went up. And now Milford on the other end, wild-looking lay-in attempt doesn't go, but the Spartans got the rebound back, got deflected out of bounds.
Back to Alvirne, I think. Did Alvirne touch it, or
I thought Alvirne touched it, but they're going to call it.
No, they give it Alvirne.
Yeah,
it didn't look like it.
And Milford is questioning that. They thought they saw a deflection out of bounds, but it's Alvirne ball. Every possession's key now, with only 2:45 left in the game. Alvirne, Julia Adams going to shoot it from there and make it. Big shot for Julia Adams. 1 point game.
Now 3-pointer for the Broncos.
Wow, there it was. It took a while.
And now, yeah, it took a while, and now we got ourselves an interesting game here.
Open look. Elianasi, no.
Short.
Rebound, Julia Adams.
That's tired legs right there.
Yeah, I think you're right. Ileana Nasi normally would make that shot.
Oh, in her sleep.
Left alone from about 8 feet.
What a big three by Adams. We got a game and the Broncos could take the lead.
This would be huge to come all the way back from, was it 6 down, 8 down? 6 down.
Adams
There's a shot
again.
for 3. That's over everything. Taylor Small got the ball, but she thought she drew a foul. Out of bounds off of the Broncos. That was the way the game's been officiated, Tom. It's not
right.
You got to really earn those
Got
fouls.
to earn the fouls. As you see, there's only 4 fouls up on the board for this quarter. This is a big possession. Milford. Oh, nasty. Oh, what a defense by Alvirne.
For 3. Oh, that could be the shot of the game.
Buries it.
That could be the shot of the game right there to put.
That is. It puts that 4-point bet lead back.
Hansen.
Wow.
Yeah, you were saying, Tom, it was a shot to be had there in the paint, but I'm sure she's glad she kicked it back to Shay Hansen now after that result. 3-pointer. So we were commenting on the lack of 3-pointers in this game, and all of a sudden the deciding factor here in the fourth quarter.
Not now. 1:38. Still plenty of time left. But again, plenty of time left. But again, if you're Alvirne and you want to foul, you got to foul
a lot
and foul and foul, and then force them to go to the line. That's what I would do. But they've only got 1 team foul. Milford has 3.
So you need
you got to have 5. Get to 5.
Yeah. As we look at Coach Georginas.
Georginas going over the strategy here.
Can the Broncos come back, or the Milford Spartans take the holiday tournament title? 1:38 left to go in the game. Milford is up by 4. Alvirne with the basketball underneath their own hoop. Have go the length of the floor and score to cut this to a 1-score game if they can. On the wing. With it is Ella Hudson, looking for a seam, an opening. She drove to the basket a moment ago. Will she try to do it again? On the wing. Underneath, Julia Adams. What a great feed that was from Courtney Anderson to Julia Adams.
Adams has really carried them offensively right now. It's a 2-point game again.
36-34. Milford with the lead. Nearly lost it. Driving. And a foul on the floor. Not a shooting foul. It'll be the 2nd team foul against the Broncos.
Well, that's not a bad foul if you're Alvirne, because you need them, but it's still a 2-point game.
They got a lot of fouls to give, and maybe that's what Coach Georginas told them in there.
Well,
don't give any easy baskets.
Yeah, exactly.
Before the shot, you know.
But you don't want any foul. I mean, you don't want to.
In the act of shooting's a different thing.
Yeah, that's just,
they could afford to poke at the ball a little bit.
Well, now you're under a minute. Milford's going to take advantage of this.
Yeah, you got to poke at the ball here. You got to use those fouls.
Right, exactly.
And what do they have? No, they let her go. Driving and gets fouled to the basket.
That's not what you wanted if you're Alvirne.
Exactly.
No. You're going to put Bauscha, who's a pretty good free throw shooter, at the line.
Yeah, these are pressure free throws, however. She really needs to make them both to keep Alvirne at distance, or at least one.
You see the time right there, 45.8.
It's key to make at least one free throw here to force Alvirne to maybe have to shoot a 3 at some point.
Ooh.
This is the first one. This would be a live rebound now.
Well, that's the other thing. If
Yep.
you're Alvirne, that's the key is get
this
the rebound. Right.
if there is one. Valsha makes it's loose
And they don't
Milford's
get
got it back.
That's a bad job by the Broncos. Didn't box out, and Milford takes advantage of it.
They needed that, Tom. And
That
now
was Fuller with the rebound.
2 points, and they steal. Pressing the basketball, and there's a foul driving to the hoop, a block. That's the 4th foul against Milford, so that's not a shooting foul, I believe.
Well, let's see. He crossed his arms, so I think that's going to be a shot. Yes, yep.
What's the cross arms mean, Tom? You got to educate me on that.
Usually it's a flagrant. It's a
Oh, you're right. Look at everybody's back.
As you travel
it's
down.
It's a flagrant.
It's a flagrant foul.
Yes.
Yep.
Because she had not left her feet, but it was clearly an intentional foul.
Right, and that's what they're calling at, a flagrant. So she hits the first. It's a 3-point game.
Could make it a 2-point game. She hits the second one here. And they get to keep the ball. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, missed that one. That's a key miss. Yeah, because then you got to. Oh no, it's a 1-point game. They corrected the clock.
Yeah,
the scoreboard.
Yeah, it was a 2-point game.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
I was surprised when I saw that up there. I said, wait a minute.
Because it was a flagrant foul, she makes one, and they keep the ball.
Right.
With 30 seconds left. Well, this is going right down to the wire.
It was a clear path foul, is what they call those, right?
Right. Alvirne, what will they choose to do with it here?
I think what they need to do is they need to hold the ball and then let the clock dribble down.
There's a quick shot.
No, you don't want to do that.
And the rebound, Milford coming down with it was Avery Fuller. And a foul. It is the...
You had that time left, and what you needed to do was boil it down, John, so you get the last shot.
Not a shooting foul, though. 12.8 seconds to go.
That doesn't help. They're going to need the foul right away.
Yeah.
They're not going to get the ball back if they don't.
They can choose
They've got
to
a foul.
Yeah,
they do right there. You've got a foul.
They want a flagrant foul.
They want it, because it was an intentional push, but it wasn't a clear path foul,
right.
so they don't get it. So Hanson's at the line now to shoot 2.
I don't know, is there a gentler way to commit an intentional foul?
They've tried a couple times. There was no whistle.
Yeah. Well, it was definitely a quick foul. It was only a second came off the clock, and the first free throw is made.
Still a one-possession game.
It's going to take a 3, though, if she makes this one. And she does.
She does.
Will Alvirne be able to hit only their second 3-pointer of the game? Julia Adams sank one earlier in this quarter. 11.4 seconds left. The Broncos down 3.
So what they do is bring it down and set up a 3-point shot.
Yeah.
Doesn't do any good to go for 2 and then foul because there's not going to be enough time left. All right, and you see Mike Davis now. He does sit them down. And now they're going over everything.
Yeah. Yeah, Alvirne had the ball, Tom. They were down 1 with 30 seconds left. Their choice of shot there, not the best.
Nope.
I think they wanted to get the ball to the hoop in that situation.
I think what you wanted to do,
they had another 10 seconds to work it around.
No, what you wanted to do there, John, was dribble the ball around and call timeout with about 10 seconds left and then go for the shot. You wanted to
set play.
You did not want to let Milford get that basketball back, and they did.
So Alvirne with their back against the wall here in the girls' final of the 2024 Holiday Basketball Tournament. Milford's up 3 with 11.4 seconds
remember,
remaining.
there's no, when you call timeout in high school basketball, you don't get the ball at half court, so they got to go the length of the floor here.
Full court. No easy task. Good inbound play. Courtney Anderson got foul. Timeout.
Timeout.
Alvirne.
No foul.
Oh, no foul. Not a foul.
But you know what? If you're Milford, you're at 4 fouls. You don't want them to shoot a 3. All right, they make it, you get to overtime. So what do you need to do to get the ball back? Put them at the line.
Yeah.
Foul.
Yeah.
Do what they should do in the NBA. They don't do half the time.
Right.
Foul them.
Right. Of course, if you foul them in the act of shooting
don't foul them in
three,
the act of shooting. Foul them, before they get the shot off, before they're able to shoot. As soon as they get the ball in. I'm surprised that Mike's not doing it. I wonder if Mike wants to do that or not.
Well, he has an opportunity to talk it over with his team.
Right, that's what they're doing
because of this timeout.
I would foul.
Yeah. So it took less than 3 seconds, just under 3 seconds, to get the ball up the court, and now 8.7 seconds remain. And the Broncos must have drawn up who they like to take this three-point shot.
Well, if you're Milford, I'd go out and foul him right away.
It might be.
They're not.
Courtney Anderson. 5 seconds. In the corner. It's got to be Courtney Anderson. She shoots it, and no. That's the basketball game.
Wow.
Milford takes the 2024 Nashua Holiday Basketball Tournament by a score of 38-35. A missed three at the buzzer by the Broncos.
What a game.
It was quite the close game. It was a one-score game to the finish.
And they win the tournament title the second time in 3 years.
Congratulations to the Milford Spartans. For Tom King, I'm John Collins, thanking our crew, Michaela Savageau, Frank Wallen, Pete Johnson, and Dan Young back in the studio. Girls final champions Milford over Alvirne. We'll have the boys game coming up later on this afternoon. Thank you for watching Nashua ETV.